Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Jackets will kick this deep to get us going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. They'll feed the back again. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Single lap takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Brings up third down.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pass rush closing in. And they tackle him for a huge loss. 9 yards behind the line. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 19 on to punt it away.
And the returner is brought down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
The game makes it second and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Handoff heading left. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Young. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, the quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. He'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. He just dropped a little screen pass, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And they'll kick it away here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Ball handed off. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Escapes the pocket, finds room at the 30, and they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
First down here for this offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
They'll hand it off. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's an option look. And the quarterback keeps it here. Powerful running here. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackle, but first down.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback's got it on the option. QB decides to keep it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds after an enormous gain, but there is a penalty marker on the field. This one may be coming back. Second down after that previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Boy, second forever. Everyone in the stadium's expecting a pass, but instead they run the ball for big yards. And I'll tell you what they've done, Chris. They've given themselves a chance, a real chance here now on third down.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And looking for a big play here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't like that throw at all. Those windows are so tight down here. You just can't force the ball in there because it so easily can be picked off. You caught a break there.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's the spin move. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
This is just a great job by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Seeing a weakness from the defense, taking advantage of lack of numbers, using the design QB run, and putting 6 on the board.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams. Two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 26. Second down coming up.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt.
Number 19 on to kick it away.
We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the Georgia Tech offense will take over 1st and 10.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Bring it up.
He's going to take off here. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back, and he'll loft this one deep to the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back's got it again. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Handoff to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team.
And the Georgia Tech offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Handoff to the back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking right. This one caught. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
cannot escape, and down he goes.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He makes the grab. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Touchdown.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Moving past the 25. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Georgia Tech.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pour a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 20. Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They're going to run it. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
What? Play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Fights off a defender. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On third down, he drops to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field.
Number 19 on to kick it away.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame looking to convert on fourth down here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the ball is picked off. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick this one.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Georgia Tech offense will take over
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Pitches to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
And first down for the offense.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made. Room to run here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Man, that is a big play by this offense. Now they move the ball into the red zone. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you better be ready because the momentum that they've created, they're probably going to take a shot to the end zone right here.
And the Yellow Jackets will have 1st and 10 here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Running with purpose. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
And when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Completion gains about 6 yards, and now it's a 4th down call.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the ball to the ground. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Pitch to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They moved it well last half. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
On the ground, it's Welch. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Send the back in motion. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Yellow Jackets will line up now. It's first and goal. The tight end has got it. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 21, Notre Dame 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the beatdown continues.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech 28, Notre Dame.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick off.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The QB throws his third pick of the day.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the right here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. He'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's looking to scramble. No, he didn't make it. He is stopped short, so they don't take the chance to add to this lead, and the defense will get the football back. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Gives it to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Just trying to get rid of it. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. Took contact on the throw, but it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple of yards.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards, be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Game makes it second and medium. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And now from the pistol formation. They'll work the clock here with the running game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So the offense faces third and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense just takes a knee here. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.